So, this is an exercise that a therapist gave me, and I wanted to share it because I use it with a lot of my mentorship clients, and um, it's really helpful when you're trying to determine like what an ideal thing feels like. So, it could be an ideal relationship, it could be your ideal work, it could be your ideal place of living. But it's essentially an exercise that works with the unconscious to try to tell you what your unconscious feels. And so here's what you do: you're going to open up a Google Doc or a Word doc, and then you're going to go to a stock image site. I like to use unsplash.com because there's a lot of high resolution free imagery that you can download. You can use the website freepic.com if you want. There's a few of these. So the idea is you're just going to browse through the images, and whatever your assignment is, if I'm giving you this assignment because you're one of my mentorship clients, then you know what your assignment is, or like what your theme is. But for example, your theme could be, what is my ideal home? So you're going to choose images. You don't have to picture images of home. You can pick any kind of image. I like this one. Now, this one is a locked one. They increasingly are. So I'm just going to screenshot it because I'm a silly goose. And so I like that one. And I'm just going through and asking, what does my ideal home feel like? I like this. So I'm going to download that. And I'm just going to go through and I'm going to do my whole exercise. I like this a lot, but I don't like how fake it looks. Okay, and then I'm just going to put them in my little doc here. I'm just going to compile them. You may end up with 10 or 20. It's good to have like a good number of them. That way you can, whoops, free store. That's the wrong image. Anyway, it's good to have maybe 10 or 20 so that you can get a general vibe or a general symbolism. I did this one time and I had water a lot. I had like beachside. And at that time, we were trying to determine what my ideal work was. So, yeah, get enough that you can see some patterns building. And then if I have assigned this to you, I will do this next part with you. If you're doing it for yourself, what you're going to do is look through your images. You're going to find common colors. You're going to find common things. So I have a feeling if I did this whole exercise right now, I would gather a lot of miniatures. I would gather a lot of little things, a lot of beads, a lot of like tiny teacups maybe. And then you will look up the symbolism of those things. So for tiny things, I would look up spiritual symbolism of miniature or spiritual symbolism of being small. Maybe cozy, maybe it evokes coziness. And you'll just go through spiritual symbolism of orange, spiritual symbolism of water. And sometimes other people can give you perspective on everything that you chose that you wouldn't have thought about. Like I've seen people choose things that were all structurally similar. So some of them were like buildings, some of them were other constructed environments. But I was like, I wonder what the spiritual symbolism of skyscrapers is, or of architecture. So once you go through this and you kind of get all the symbolism, you're like, okay, that is what my ideal, whatever is, my ideal home, my ideal work, that's what it feels like. And it will be what those things evoke in you. This evokes attention to detail, neatness, and coziness for me. So that's the exercise. And yes, if you are someone I'm mentoring, then just do the first part and then I'll do the symbolism part with you. This has been an explanation of the visionary exercise.